Hey everyone, this is Rob from ProWresBlog, www.ProWresBlog.blogspot.com. Today I'm reviewing WWE Monday Night Raw for September 2nd, 2013. This show started out with Triple H, Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan talking. Orton kind of joined with the crowd, and Triple H talked about the usual stuff with Daniel Bryan, and they mentioned Doink the Clown, saying Doink the Clown would never be champion, even though he was really popular. Triple H said this: "There's a very big reason why Doink the Clown would have never been WWE champion. It would have been bad for business." Then he said with Daniel Bryan, he said, "I could bring back the Cruiserweight title or the European title. He could compete for those anytime, but not the world title, of course." Daniel Bryan then came out and said this: "I am thrilled to have been compared to Doink the Clown, but I am not sure there was ever a loud Doink the Clown chant in 1992. And to be honest, the only two clowns I see are the two clowns standing in the ring right now." Daniel Bryan talked about being told that he'd never be anything in wrestling, and he said Stephanie McMahon was more masculine than Triple H. Daniel Bryan told Triple H and Orton that they had no idea what he went through, and then Triple H said Daniel Bryan should be angry, but not at him. He should be angry at the Big Show, as Big Show is an ironclad contract, and tonight the Big Show would be fighting Daniel Bryan. This whole segment took 17 minutes. A really long segment. We next had a deal where Cody Rhodes ran in Triple H and Orton as they were in the back. Cody said the match would be good for business tonight, but he didn't get why Orton wouldn't be defending against Daniel Bryan. Triple H took offense to it because he says he knows more about business, and he was mad that Cody didn't invite him to his wedding. Triple H said he had a present for him, though, for his wedding, and he said it would be Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes tonight. And if Cody Rhodes loses, Triple H will fire him. Next, we got The Miz versus Fandango. This was a weird match. Miz kicked Fandango right in the face, and it broke his nose. And it happened during the app, so they had the doctor working on him for about 2-3 minutes straight, just completely kind of pausing the match. And tons of blood came out, but they ended up continuing. Miz ended up winning this one with the figure 4. Just wasn't that great. They didn't match up well, and the pause kind of really ruined it. Fandango debuted a new move where he leg dropped the Miz and jumped over the top rope while Miz was hung on the ropes. Dolph and Brad Maddox had a thing on the app. Brad said that he didn't like Dolph's attitude, and he didn't think Dolph was learning, so he signed a Dolph versus a mystery opponent match and said, "Ooh, how fun." Booker T said he needed to talk to Daniel Bryan, and he tried to warn him not to rebel against the McMahons. He tried to tell Daniel Bryan not to give up the title match, and Daniel Bryan said no. We got Dolph Ziggler versus a mystery opponent, who ended up being Ryback. Dean Ambrose came out first and beat the crap out of him, and then Ryback came and beat the crap out of him too. Dolph got the crap beaten out of him, as you can tell. Stephanie McMahon had to deal with the Big Show next. She said this really weird line where she said she met him 20 years ago when she was just a kid. Problem is, 20 years ago she was 12 and Big Show would have been 16, and he wasn't a wrestler then, and he had nothing to do with wrestling at all. So how they would have met and how Big Show would give her wrestling advice is beyond me. Stephanie explained that Big Show was broke and he had nothing in the bank due to bad investments and his strip malls failing, plus other stuff with Wall Street. And Steph said that even though he does have an ironclad contract, he still can be fired if he doesn't follow what was told. Steph said everything could be blown tonight for one match. The whole Stephanie thing with Big Show being a kid and all that was all dumb, but at least they tried to explain the storyline a little bit more, and I appreciated that part. Steph said Big Show's choice was hurting her, but it was hurting him more. Big Show then threw a tantrum backstage. They showed us how to run through the WWE app and how to download it. Yeah, and they said Edge would be on Raw next week.